What's up, Facebook? So I wanted to share a personal story. For those of you who do not want to hear about a little bit potentially nasty story, you might want to hop off. But about a month ago, I joined this co-working space and I was drinking Red Bull every day. And I started to bleed when I was using the number 2, and I was like, okay, something's off. I was like, I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's just a small tear. Let me wait it out. And so I waited for about 30 days or so, and then I was like, this needs to get solved right now. And so I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, they obviously did their check, and they didn't know what was going on. So I waited like 3 hours, like just waiting in the office. I paid a walk-in fee, and they had no idea what was going on. And they were like, hey, you should do a endoscopy, which is the camera thing that they stick up your butt, and they get to really see like what's going on. But they thought it was a hemorrhoid, and I thought so too. And you know what? I was like, give me some time. I'm going to take care of this problem myself. But their solution was to do some kind of surgery, do the, if the endoscopy turned out to be showing a hemorrhoid, then they would do a surgery. And so I think just in brief, doctors in general, they're there to put a Band-Aid patch on the actual problem. But what was the problem? The problem was that I was drinking a Red Bull every single day because it was free. What's up, Jesse? And it was, I love it. And so it was a temporary solution that they were trying to give. But the problem was that I was drinking a Red Bull, and that was what was giving me the problem. So when I just took action, and I think this is so important because a lot of people have this victim mindset of hoping that someone else will save them. But I was like, fuck no. What's up, Tien? I'm going to resolve this problem and do whatever it takes. So I called up my chiropractic friends, I went on a juice cleanse, and I cut out everything that was bad. I bought all the medication that I needed, and instead of just going to the doctor and having them do surgery and remove it and pay a lot of money and do a surgery, I took care of the problem by going to the problem directly. And I think that this is the same thing that a lot of people do, is when they have a problem or an issue, they hope for someone else to save them. And they're expecting that the doctor, blah, 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 medicine will be that savior for them instead of becoming the savior for themselves. And there's a difference in mentality of I will do whatever it takes to get rid of this problem versus, oh, you know what, someone else is what do I do to have this problem fixed? And I've started to notice this. It's the people who are really successful in this life, they're only what is the result that I want? And I'll do whatever it takes to get that result. And in the same way, I could have waited a lot longer for the surgery and for the endoscopy. So you have to first do a camera thing, which would have taken till August and would have costed a few $100s. And I was like, dude, screw this. What's up, Non? And I was like, screw this. So I took action. And in the same way, in your life, what is it that you're waiting on for someone else to be your savior to help you and make this problem that you have go away? Or are you someone who is you know what? Maybe I have a problem with video games and I'll do whatever it takes to get rid of that problem and to fix it. Or if you have a money problem, are you just hoping that you'll get a promotion and you're hoping that you'll get more salary? And I see this a lot. When I was in the corporate workplace, what did I do? I jumped company after company to start from $12 an hour to $40,000 to $55,000 to $70,000. And that came from that belief of, you know what, I have to be the one who's going to take action to get the result that I want. Not, I hope for a promotion. I hope that my boss will see that I'm doing well. No, fuck that. Go and figure out the result that you need. And I say this because of a personal story of someone else's story that I talked to today. And they were just hoping that someone else would save them. And it's go freaking be the savior for yourself. Don't expect someone to save you. And to quickly share how I believe about doctors, I wanted to throw this in because I think that doctors are like the patch. They're just a Band-Aid patch. But if you break a bone, what do? They splint you so that your body can actually heal itself. And a lot of the times, cancer or whatever, it all has to do with the core problem of you, your diet, your nutrition, your workouts. You can see how Red Bull itself gave me freaking hemorrhoids. That's insane. Like, I would have never guessed that. It was freaking Red Bull, drinking it for 30 days, that gave me the hemorrhoids, and it wouldn't stop. Like, the bleeding just did not stop. And I want to emphasize how important it is that your food and what you eat and what you put into your body is so key to the problems that, like, that is the cause of the problem, that you don't need any fucking medication. I mean, there are a few cases where you do, but it's not like you need, what's up, Darby? Long time no talk. But it's like, you don't need a doctor to give you some medication to solve your problem. Like, a lot of times the problem has to do with what you're eating, with what you're drinking, and the stuff that you put into your body. And so this was such a good example for me, because I realized that, you know what, I have to take care of what I stick into my body. If Red Bull is going to give me hemorrhoids, like, what else is going to give me, like, bad stuff, you know? So I'm, like, working on cutting sugar and stuff like that, because I'm like, holy cow, I didn't realize that this would have such an effect on how I operate. And so if you're going through medical issues or lack of energy, like, change your diet and see what happens. So anyway, thanks guys. Until tomorrow, I will talk to you guys about another topic.